Yo, what's good people, it's Cactus, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make dark UK drill beats for artists such as K Trap and Headie One. If you're from the UK, you'll know how much noise K Trap's making right now. He's been around for years, but recently he's just been mad consistent. M1 on the beat does a lot of his productions, so shout out to him, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is set the BPM, and I want this one to be kind of fast, so we'll go for something like 145. And I want to start off with a pad just to set the atmosphere, so I'm gonna see if I can find something in Analog Lab. We could go to styles. I'm just gonna click on dark. So even this one, this ambi horns, I kind of like that. Now what we're going to do is go to view, scale highlighting, and then in the scales, we're going to select just any note for now, like C minor, but we're going to go to Phrygian. We can just get a different vibe with this one. All right, now we can just draw in some chords, but instead of a triad like this, I'm going to get rid of the middle note, really basic. Then I could just add something at the bottom here. Maybe bring this up. We'll copy that over again, and then we'll just change something here. So maybe we could bring this one down and this one. Kind of repetitive. Copy that again. And then we could even extend some of these. Like this one too. And then we'll add some top notes. Just something simple again. If we wanted to, we could randomize the velocity. It's not going to make a huge difference with the pad. So I'm really just setting the atmosphere with this one. And if you notice, I've got one note that's consistent all the way through. That just adds to the tension and makes it a bit darker. I'm also making use of the half steps as well, or semitones. So for example, I'm going from G to G sharp. All right, next I'm just going to find another pad to layer it with. And there's this one pad preset I like in Massive X. It's called Cathedral something. Yeah, let's see how this one sounds. I'm going to get rid of the top notes in the first one. Yeah, I like the way that sounds. Definitely sounding dark. So I like the way the pads are sounding. Next, I just want to find some dark textures to sit in the background. Something like this. And I'm just going to play it on the root note. I'm also just going to filter that texture out. Okay, after that texture, the next one's going to be a bit of a texture. It's just a layer of strings. Let's try this. But I need to filter those out. Again, I'm going to take out the lows from this one and some of those harsh highs. Let's turn that down. Actually, I prefer the sound of this one. And on this one, we could just add a little bit of crystallizer. Just gonna add some reverse delays. Okay, next I want to add some dark vocals to match the vibe. And my favorite thing to use for this are things like vocal phrase banks in Kontakt. Actually, instead of a Kontakt bank, I'm gonna use distant voices in Arcade. I know some people will say Arcade's overused right now, but just don't listen to those people because the average listener just doesn't care where the sounds come from. As long as you can make a fire melody, that's all that matters. And you can still manipulate the voices to get them sounding different anyway. See, straight away. And this one. And then maybe a third. And for the scale, we didn't actually end up using the notes in the Phrygian scale, so we're just going to stick to C minor natural, just because I like the vocals in this one. But with the vocals, I'm going to add shaper box, because I want it to be panned. I'll just bring the mix down. Alright, I think everything sounded sick so far. It's sounding dark. The only thing it's missing is some kind of top line, so we'll think of that now. So I'm thinking some kind of plucked keys. Like this. This could work. Yeah, something basic like that. We'll copy it. I think it needs a better sound though. I like this one. It's a bit more subtle. All right, so now that I've got everything, what I want to do is render that out and then try and flip it. First, I'm just going to add a bit of variation. So we'll bring everything, but then in this second part, we'll just have the counter melody, because now we just have a little bit more to work with. So let's get rid of that. Let's try changing the pitch first. Sounds kind of sick down. Let's try it up. I'm going to say up 1 just to get a bit more energy from it. And then what I'm also going to do is hit reverse, and let's just bring that back. I'm going to pitch it up a couple more. Maybe this bit here. Yeah, so I could do something like that. I'm going to go to chop, time base, and then chop in bars. And I'm just going to take the parts I like. So I definitely like these two. Let's repeat that. And then at the end here, I could take this one. I'm also going to go to generic bleeding so there's no clicks. I'll copy that over and then maybe make a change at the end. So yeah, even those two are there. Let's take this one instead though. And then just as a B section, let's take these here. And then instead of those two, we'll repeat this. Yeah, there we go. And then just to add a bit of rhythm to that, I always like to add kickstart, but I don't want loads in this one. It's just so you can hear the bounce a bit easier. All right, from here, let's get in the drums. Of course, we're going to go to the vault. And we'll go for something like this chisel one, and then something lighter too. So yeah, the first one, I'm just going to start like that. Okay, we'll make some rolls too. Alright, let's copy that over too. And then at the end, we can just go a little bit crazier. I'm also going to add pan man. Just decrease the width. Alright, and I'm also going to bring this arm snare in. I'll copy the first counter snare in and then get rid of some notes. Okay, for the snare, I think I'm going to have to go back to the grease snare, my most used snare. Then we'll just add another one like here. And then maybe I could layer that with something. So I'm just using this snare as a bit of a perk. Bring the velocity down. Alright, let's get some perks in there as well. This one I can actually bring straight into the playlist, just so it's more in time. And then maybe this is too. Repeat that. Okay, I want to bring this Marvin perk in as well. Repeat that. Oh, actually, we'll bring the velocity down and then repeat it. And then I want some kind of perk hit or stomp. Maybe this. And then just repeat that one more time. But in this first one, we'll change it. I'm also going to add the legendary drill gunshot. I feel like this beat needs it. And you know what? I haven't even got the 808 in yet. Usually I don't wait this long, but I wanted to get the right bounce first. And we I've pitched it up 3, but I think I want the first one to be a slide. Alright, I'll make this one a longer slide. Alright, what I'm going to do is copy this one over and just make the first one a bit simpler. Maybe that. And then just at the end, a couple more. Alright, cool. Now that we've got everything, let's start arranging it. So I'm just going to copy this out because this is going to be the verse section. And actually, I'll bring it out one more time just so we can get some kind of intro. Wonder if for the intro we could take the original sample we made. And then at this point, we could bring in the counter snare. And then the second one. We'll do a bit of a switch up. So we'll add growth speed to the intro. Maybe something like this. Or maybe we add halftime to the intro. And then we'll do some kind of switch up at the end. Come off here. On the whole thing, we could have love filter. Alright, so maybe it could start with this. Just halftime and love filter. And then halftime can come off here. And then some kind of transition. Okay, we'll get a riser in there as well. You know what? Instead of the counter snares there, why not just add one of the new drum fills? And then we could just bring love filter on too. Sounded crazy. Alright, so in the first section, we'll just cut out some of the percs. Maybe this gunshot too. Then we'll have everything here. Then in this section, we'll have the drum fill. And then for the verse, we can just start cutting a few things out. Riser back instead. Okay, and then at this point, let's see if we can just copy everything across. All right, let's have a listen from the beginning. So yeah, for the intro, we just started off with the original melody we made, but I just added halftime at low filter.
J Cactus.
And then this is the second part of the intro. Just added a couple 808 notes. And then straight into the hook. Here we pretty much got everything. And then the other parts come in. Might add these in there as well. So yeah, coming into the verse, I took most things out. And then just slowly build some back. Sounds kind of similar all the way through, but a lot of those K Trap beats too. But obviously the breaks and the drums, that's what keeps it interesting. And then just before the hook, we'll start taking a few things out. course we got the drum fill before the drop.